Just ahead on Tempo in Depth, we're having fun with our financial quiz show tonight. Are you ready for retirement, at least financially? And who knows more about these issues, men or women? We'll find out as we have a battle of the sexes. Our retirement risk quiz show starts right now.
The people of Air Products feel privileged to bring this programming to you. By supporting education and the arts, Air Products strives to improve the quality of life here in the Lehigh Valley, where we call home.
You're safe at home at Luther Crest, a Diacon senior living community in Allentown. Our mission is to offer premier accommodations and services so residents can cultivate a healthy and fulfilling retirement. At Luther Crest, we offer independent living apartments and cottages, personal care, skilled nursing, rehabilitative services, and more. Plus, the Luther Crest team strives to provide each person family-like support. You might say it's like a home run. Luther Crest.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Amy Burkett. Now, we've got a great audience today, filled to capacity with about 130 friends. We're welcoming freshman students from Freedom High School, Penn Argyl journalism students who were singing just before we started the show, doing a fabulous job, friends from the Lehigh Valley Newcomers Club, and friends from Penn State Sage. I had the good fortune to speak with them a few weeks ago, and I'm so glad that they came to be a part of our studio audience. Well, let's get started. Who do you think knows more about finances? The answer, the wisest choices, are made by both men and women working together. But today, we're going to pit the ladies against the guys for a little fun. How do you smile in retirement? Well, smile breaks down to knowing about spending, market risks, inflation, longevity, environmental issues. Now, these are all of our categories for tonight's show. So, you see there, they all add up to smile. Right now, we'd love to meet our audience and our guests. Now, these are the people that have a tough job ahead of them, but I think they're ready for the task. And we'll meet right now. We have my good friend, Kit Cotton. She happens to be a neighbor. Kit, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've lived in Bethlehem this will be our 23rd year, so we're not native. We have 3 children, and 2 of them went to Freedom.
Ah, see, that's good.
And now we have 8 grandchildren, so they've been busy as well. It's been a good experience.
Great. Next up, we have Judy Kepanevich. Judy, tell us a little bit about you.
I moved to the Bethlehem area about 3 years ago.
So you're a newcomer. You could be part of the club.
I'm a newcomer, yes. And last summer, I married this wonderful man. We are newlyweds. And life is wonderful.
Fantastic. Okay, so she's sitting next to the guy, Don Kepanevich. Tell us about yourself.
Well,
other than the fact that you're a newlywed, we know that.
Oh, well, that's right. And I moved to the Bethlehem area right after we were married in July. And I've been semi-retired since 2008. And I enjoy the Bethlehem area. It's wonderful here.
Our final contestant, John Cotton. And when you put him with Kit Cotton, you have the 100% Cottons.
That's right.
Which is really
That's
fantastic.
Right.
And John, you've had an amazing career. You got to tell us about it.
Well, I'm a Wisconsin Badger to start with. At the University of Wisconsin, I went into the Air Force as a pilot and a fighter pilot most of that time. And then when I retired from the Air Force, I went to work for Continental Airlines as a pilot. And we've been retired now for 13 years in the area and having a great time.
Now, I also have to share, Kit didn't say you guys met. She was a nurse in Vietnam. Did I do that right?
No, I was a donut dolly in Vietnam. I worked for the Red Cross.
The Red Cross, and that's how you guys met.
Right.
Yes.
She was wandering around the jungle lost, and I had to save her.
That's not true. Not true.
But we're glad. Well, you know what? We need to meet, one of my favorite ladies in the Lehigh Valley, and that is Mary Evans of Evans Wealth Strategies. Mary, you've got all the answers today. Tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I own Evans Wealth Strategies in Emmaus, and that's also where I live. And I think three things that I'm really passionate about is my son, my Bichons, and educating people about finances, which I know we're going to do tonight. So this is going to be fun.
Okay, let's get started. We've got our first category of SMILE is spending and withdrawals. So question number 1, my friends. Now, here's what you need to know. We have no buzzers this time. We'll let the ladies answer the first question, and then the men, and then Mary will tell us who's right.
How many questions are there?
Well, when we're done, you'll know. Okay? Till we run out of time. So it's hard to tell, but the category is spending and withdrawals. And the first question we'll see on our screen, it's what percentage of your annual spending is needed for health care if you're between the ages of 50 and 64? Now, you've got 4 choices on your screen. It's A, 3%, B, 5%, C, 8%, or D, 10%. Ladies, talk amongst yourselves and come up with an answer.
Well,
Okay, go ahead.
I think it depends upon how healthy you are.
Well, pick one. We're
All
talking
right,
average
I
here.
would say, let's say, 5. Wait, what's the age group? 65?
50 to 64.
Oh no, just 5%. Okay.
Okay, the ladies say 5%. Men,
We say 10.
you say 10.
We say 10.
Miss Mary, let's have the answer and some information.
Well, the men are correct this time. It is 10%, and one of the reasons spending is such a big category. This is something that frightens me when people go into retire. They dramatically underestimate how much they're going to spend, and one of the questions maybe I should have had is the average age that people realize that they're going to run out of money too soon is age 74.
Because we're living longer.
We're living longer and we're spending more, and we're going to have a few more questions about spending that I think is going to show some light on that. And
Okay.
healthcare is, without a doubt, one of the areas that they get tripped up on.
Okay, next question, question number 2. We're talking healthcare expenses. It continues, but healthcare expenses as a percentage of the total spending. Now we're just moving up to age 85. Will it be 5% of your total spending? Will it be 8% of your total spending? 15% or 20%? The men get to make the first choice this time. Men, what do you think?
I think it's 15.
15, yeah.
Okay, men.
Okay. We say 15%.
Men say 15. Ladies, what do you
They
say?
took our answer.
You can say it too if you like. It's fine. You want to stick with 15%, ladies? It's fine.
No, we'll go with the one below it because I think they're.
No.
All right, we'll go with
no.
20%.
Okay, there's a little bit of discourse amongst the
Yeah.
ladies that they're not agreeing. But one lady said 20%, one said 15%. Mary, you know all the answers.
It is 20%.
You did.
Victory.
Yes, vindication, ladies, vindication. Mary Moore.
One of the reasons I talk about healthcare so much is because this is exactly what we're dealing with. Something that was costing 10% of your budget when you went into retirement, about 20 years later, has now grown to 20% of your budget. And so that's a really dangerous area to be in, and something that you absolutely have to plan for.
So while we have all those young folks in the audience today, they're learning so much. They're going to be so wise when they graduate and get their jobs. They're going to be set. Let's go for the final question in our spending withdrawals category. This is it for this category. What percentage of a retiree's health care does most Medicare cover? Now, we've got 4 options. It's 85%, 74%, 63%, or 59%. Ladies, you get to go first this time.
C, 63%.
Okay, ladies, gentlemen, your choice.
It's less than 85.
We'll say 74.
Gentlemen say 74, and I know neither one of them are correct, and Mary will tell us why.
Neither one of them are correct. It is actually 59%. One of the questions or the answers that are given to me all the time is when I tell people about we really have to plan for health care and retirement, they'll say to me, oh, well, I really don't have to worry because I have Medicare. And then when I explain to them what Medicare does and doesn't cover, one of the things that we talk about, and I believe we have a chart here that we can bring up, is that in an average retirement, your medical expenses are going to cost around $250,000. So Medicare Part A, which is the hospitalization, you don't pay anything. Part B, to pay your premium and deductibles, runs about approximately $1,198 per person. Part D, which is the drugs, costs $1,157. And then if you have a Medigap or some sort of a plan that covers the things that Medicare doesn't, that premium is over $2,000. So per person, we're at $4,779, and per couple, it's $9,558. And then that goes up every year. Even if it didn't have inflation, which it does, over 25 years, that's over $238,000. And that does not include vision, hearing, eye, and long-term care.
Got a lot of saving to do, but we're going to move on to the category of market risks. So, new category. First question in market risk is, what is the average percentage that the S&P 500 drops annually? Gentlemen, you get to go first. The average percentage, not what it closes, but what's it drop? We're talking intra-year, right?
Yeah.
I think B also 14.7%.
We're going with B for the gentleman. Ladies, what do you think?
May I use my lifeline?
That's a wrong show. Wrong show. No lifelines today. But what else you got?
All right, let's see. We'll do, what do you want to do? You choose.
I think it's 14.7%.
Okay.
The same mistake.
So the ladies are going with the men. And the answer is everybody's right.
That is correct.
Yay!
Okay. Why? Tell us more.
I think one of the largest opportunities we have is everybody is either in the market or needs to be in the market, but I think very few people understand how the market really operates. And I think this is one of the best things you could do for yourself. For example, in 2009, as you may recall, that was a very bad year for the market. People were very frightened. It was very volatile. In 2009, at one point during the year, the market was down 28%, but it actually finished up 23%, a 51% swing during the course of that year. That was an unusual year, but those types of swings are just not that unusual.
Okay, next question in market risks, my friends. See if you know the answer to this one. Since 1980, how many years has the S&P 500 finished in the positive? Now, I'm going to ask you guys to give me quick answers on this one because we want to get to all the questions. Ladies first.
Well, I'll answer unless you do.
Go.
All right, 17, B.
Okay, ladies say B, gentlemen say?
C.
Gentlemen say C. Both wrong. Mary?
Both wrong. The answer is D, 25. So we actually finished up 25 out of the last 33 years. And the S&P 500 in 1980 was about 136. And I think yesterday it was 1,588. So over the course of a little over 30 years, it went up over 11 times, almost 12 times. And probably if I check today, that's where we're at.
Okay, next up, our third and final question in market risks is a fun one. What type of asset has only doubled since 1980? Because, so many assets have done far greater than that. Is it A, gold, B, real estate, C, international stocks, or D, small company stocks? The gentlemen.
Gold and it's not small.
C, international.
C is international. Ladies, what are you saying?
We'll do D, small company stocks.
Well, at this rate, nobody's going to win our prize because they aren't getting these correct. Mary, give us all the details.
It was actually gold. And I know you hear all the time that gold is so wonderful and it's a great thing to buy, but in 1980 it was selling for $850 an ounce. And at the end of December it was selling for $1,667 an ounce. And actually, year to date, it's down 23%. So although gold is a very interesting investment, it certainly has not outperformed the market, not anywhere near.
So these folks are whipping through these questions, and if our timekeeper can let me know how much time we have left, because we are headed into our next category, which is inflation. And I promise this one's really fun. Our first question, in 2011, how much did the cost of peanut butter go up? Did it go up 5%, 7%, 15%, or 27%? Gentlemen?
Go ahead, Jim. Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay, I think it's B, 7%.
7% from the gentleman. Ladies, what do you think? Because I bet you may buy more peanut butter than the guys do.
But they may eat more.
You're right. My husband loves a peanut butter sandwich all the time. What do you think, ladies?
We're going to go with C because we're guessing.
C for guessing. Miss Mary?
It's actually D, 27%. One of the reasons inflation is so important is over the course of an average retirement, your expenses are going to at least double, minimally, and that's just with the 2.5% and 3% inflation. But I wanted to point out peanut butter because, and I love peanut butter, so depending on what you're spending your money on, it can go up a lot quicker than that. And the challenge that you'll run into, if a lot of your income comes from pensions, most pensions do not have a cost of living adjustment. So since your expenses double and your income does not, you have to find a way to handle that inflation that's going to be out there for you.
You have to cut down on peanut butter.
Perhaps.
Have half a sandwich instead of a whole sandwich.
I like Nutella.
Oh, my.
Okay, next question on inflation. This one's a good one as well. It's talking about gasoline. When was gasoline below $1.10 a gallon? Was it A, 1965, B, 1977, or C, 1991, with our final choice as D, 1998? Ladies, you're first.
B, 1977.
Gentlemen, weigh in.
1965.
That's A.
Okay, they're wrong again. Mary, tell them why.
That's 1991.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
In the United States, we're talking about our country.
In the United States, and thank you for that commentary, because that just shows for us that people really don't remember, what inflation is and what it costs. And one of the questions I often ask when I have not high school students, but people in retirement is, which did you spend more for, your first house or your last car?
What's the answer, folks? Quick. What'd you spend more for? Your first house or your
last car.
Your last car? Both couples?
No, first house. First house.
Is that right?
But whatever's right for you is the correct answer, so they both got it right. But I will tell you that when I have an audience of people who are, in retirement or just about ready to retirement, at least half will tell me they've spent more on their last car than they did on their first house.
Wow. Okay, next question under inflation, and I love this category, don't you? Well, it's over the age of 62. What percentage of expenditures is spent on housing? Is it 12% of all the money that you have? Is it 22% of all the money you have? 36% or 44% of your finances? And I think the ladies are first this time.
Doesn't it depend on if you're redecorating?
Well, it does, but go ahead and pick one.
Do you know?
No.
I don't either.
C.
Yeah.
C, we'll take C, gentlemen.
We think C also, 36.
C is their final answer. Now, here's something we've learned interesting about our guests. They are very much in unison. They are couples, and you can tell, but they're wrong a lot. Mary, tell us.
It is actually 44%. And one of the reasons that inflation is, again, important when you go into retirement, they actually track a different type of consumer price index, which is called a CPIE, which affects retirees. They've been tracking that for a long time, although you don't see it published as much. And part of the problem is that when we are retired, the things that we tend to spend the most money on, like house, living expenses, gasoline, possibly peanut butter, they tend to go up at a greater rate than the average inflation rate of 2.5% and 3%. So seniors are often affected by inflation more than pre-retirees.
Okay, we are moving on to our next category, and we're talking about longevity. Will you outlive your assets is really the point of all these questions. And our first question in this category is, a couple age 65 has what percentage of a chance one of them will live past the age of 85? So, gentlemen, you're definitely first this time. What's your answer?
We're going to go with D, 85%.
Ladies, what do you think?
I think it depends upon your genes, but in our family, it's 85%. For sure.
Okay, well, they are in agreement, and this time they're actually right, so let's give it to them. They got it right this time. Mary, more details.
It is 85%. We have a really smart panel here, because I will tell you that that's generally not the answer that I get. When we do retirement plans and I put in a very long life for somebody, they tend to tell me that, oh, they're not going to live that long. A couple problems with that is, one, I ask them, if you can tell me your expiration date, I can nail this plan down, which would be a help.
It's not printed on our foreheads like it is with the milk we buy.
It is not. It's not on the bottom of their foot. I've looked everywhere. But people often think that based on their parents' life expectancy, that will be theirs. But if they go back in history and you look at your parents' life expectancy and your grandparents' life expectancy, in most cases, you know that your parents lived much longer than your grandparents because of basically health care and the improvements there. And so you have to realize that you may live longer than your parents as well.
Okay, time for our next question. I hope you know the answer, or at least you're learning a lot throughout the fun that we're having today. What is the approximate number of Americans who are over age 90? Ladies, you're first. Is it A, 1 million, B, 2 million, C, 3 million, or D, 4 million? Ladies.
D, 4 million.
D, 4 million. And the men say?
The men say D also, 4 million.
They're wrong. Again. Mary, give us the answer, please.
Well, the answer is 2 million, but I am suspecting that they're saying 4 million because they know they have an 85% chance of living over the age of 85. So that makes perfect sense to me. It is estimated that will go up to almost 9 million by mid-century. And I know one of the questions, again, we often ask a group of people is, do you know anyone that has lived or is over the age of 90? And in most cases, almost everyone can tell me that they do.
Okay, next question, my friends. Are we doing good? I think so. Let's take a look. Longevity. What percentage of elderly unmarried women live predominantly on Social Security? Is it A, 25%, B, 50%, C, 75%, or D, 100%? I'm just going to let the ladies go first this time, since technically it's about them.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, what'd you say?
B or C?
Oh,
You got to pick one.
C.
Okay, the ladies say C and the gentlemen say?
We say A.
Oh, you're wrong.
Okay, they're both wrong. So there's no smack talking going on here. The ladies thought the men were wrong, but they were wrong too. And Mary knows everything, so let's hear.
Well, the answer is 50%, but this explains why we need both men and women in putting the plan together, because if we take the average of both their answers, we have it correct. The actual number is 48%. And by the way, the average age of widowhood is age 56.
Wow, that's incredibly young.
Yes, so Social Security becomes a much bigger deal for women than it is for men. It represents a much larger part of their income that they need to live on.
We are in our final category, my friends. We have moved on to environment, which are our what ifs. So our first question in our final category is, what percentage of the deceased spouse's pension does the surviving spouse receive? Is it A, 0, B, 25, C, 50, or D, 100%? Gentlemen are first this time.
We're in agreement here. That's C, 50%.
Ladies, what do you think?
Okay.
No, I think it's C.
Okay, we're going to go C as well.
You know, now they're back on track. They all have the right answer. It was C. Mary?
That's terrific. I'm glad you both got that correct. However, it's a little bit of a trick question, because when someone elects to take their pension, they can choose whether their spouse gets 0, 25%, 50%, or 100%. This is a major, major mistake that people make by not leaving their spouse enough of the pension. And once you elect to make this decision, it's usually irreversible. You cannot go back. So what happens oftentimes is if you have a two-working couple and one person gets a pension, you each get $20,000 of Social Security and there's a $30,000 pension. You now have income of $70,000. One of the person with the pension passes away. One Social Security goes away and half the pension. So now that reliable income source goes from $70,000 down to $35,000. That's an awfully big adjustment for a widow or a widower to make. So we try to prevent that from happening.
Okay, it's our final question. Who will win? And my friends, it's a dead tie. So whoever gets this question right could be the winner. What percentage of workers leave the workforce earlier than they planned? Is it A, 15%, 25%, 35%, or 45%? Ladies, you're first.
Oh, may we survey the audience?
Okay, audience, what do you think it is? They want to survey the audience.
A?
I don't know how much help that was.
I don't know either.
But pick one, ladies, before we run out of time.
Okay, we're going to go with A.
Gentlemen, what do you think?
We're going to go with B.
And they're both going to be wrong. So, Mary, give us the answer and some closing comments, please.
The answer is D, 45%. And one of the reasons I wanted this question included is because when I do retirement planning, or you talk to people about the retirement plan, and everybody's worried that they don't have enough money saved, they will say to me, I'm just going to work forever. But the answer is that won't work for 45%. Out of that group, 63% is because of a health care or disability. About 23% is because the company may have closed or downsized, and about another 18% is because they're caring for a family member. So the unexpected happens, and you have to plan for it.
Mary Evans from Evans Wealth Strategies, we are so very grateful for how you're able to make financial information fun, and we appreciate you educating the audience, our guests, as well as the entire viewing area across eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey. I just think you're fabulous.
Oh, well, thank you. I love doing this.
Oh, it's great. Well, you know what, though? We have a dead tie. The men had 4, the ladies had 4, and so they have to figure out a way to share this $50 gift certificate to the Sands Casino Resort Bethlehem. They can use it for dinner, for drinks, they can use it at the event center, and folks, thank you so much. We have Judy and Don Kepavetich, Kit and John Cotton. Big round of applause from our audience for them. You guys were all such good sports. But I have a friend. We are picking for the audience. They all drew a number, and with 30 seconds to go, it's number 127 today receives a $50 gift certificate from the Sands Casino Resort Bethlehem. We're out of time. I thank you for your information and your time today, and hope you enjoyed our financial quiz show, Battle of the Sexes. Until we see you again, good night.
The people of Air Products feel privileged to bring this programming to you. By supporting education and the arts, Air Products strives to improve the quality of life here in the Lehigh Valley, where we call home.
How'd you like to be part of a studio audience for a live taping of Tempo in Depth? Join us at the PBS 39 Public Media and Education Center on the Steel Stacks campus in Bethlehem. For free tickets and information, 610-867-4677 extension 333, or go online to tempo.wlvt.org. I hope to see you soon.
In 1948, John Walson put an antenna on top of a mountain and ran a cable back to his television store. Cable TV was born. Now, over 60 years later, his vision has changed the way we get our information, from super high-speed internet to stunning high-definition television. Service Electric is committed to leading the way in the community with the best